never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Welcome to today's live play-by-play here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth Network. We'll be calling the series finale of the Yankees facing off against the A's in Sacramento. I appreciate everybody who has hopped into the stream to support us today. Game time is 4:05, so we're about 4 minutes away from first pitch. And I'm going to go over the lineups today. Starting off for the Yankees, leading off playing first base is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Hitting in the 2-hole will be Big Ben Rice DHing. In the 3-hole, Aaron Judge playing right field. Cleaning up tonight or this afternoon is going to be left fielder Cody Bellinger. Jose Caballero will be at third base, hitting in the 5-hole. Trent Grisham will be in center field, hitting on the 6-hole. Anthony Volpe will be at shortstop, hitting in the 7-hole. Max Schumann will be in the 8-hole, playing second base. And Austin Wells will be behind the dish, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Will Warren. And for the Athletics, leading off playing right field is going to be Carlos Cortez. In the 2-hole will be the DH Brent Rooker. In the 3-hole will be first baseman Nick Kurtz. Cleaning up this afternoon will be Tyler Soderstrom playing left field. Behind the dish is going to be Jonah Heim hitting in the 5-hole. In the 6-hole, Lawrence Butler will be playing center field. In the 7-hole will be Zach Geloff playing third base. McMahon will be at second base, or McNeil will be at second base in the 8-hole. And Jacob Hernandez will be at shortstop. Actually, it's Daryl Hernandez will be at shortstop, bringing up the rear. And Jacob Lopez will be on the mound. Lopez is a left-handed pitcher, so I guess we're going to find out how we do against this sharp lefty today. As you know, we have split the series 1 apiece. Yankees are looking to take the series, as are the Athletics. This is the last game before we head home. We'll have Monday off, and then we'll be facing off against the Guardians in the Bronx. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, we have a opening poll. So if you haven't, please drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. Our poll question is, which Yankee has the first hit of the game? And as you know, our goal is 30 likes for every live stream. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are currently at 7 likes. So 23 away from our goal, but it's yet early. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, courtesy of Mitch. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. And give a shout out to Kaz, Chef Nick, John the Beagle Dad, Margaret, Yanks for Life. So thank y'all for hopping into the stream. There are more of you out there. And when you drop a comment, I will give you a shout out. If you have not please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are now at 744 subscribers, one short of our next milestone, which we had yesterday, is 745. If you like live play-by-plays, I call a boatload of them here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you like shorts, I drop a bunch of them too. And if you like open panels, I hold those so that any member in the chat can come up and talk baseball. So if that's something that you're interested in, well, this may be the place for you. And it looks like Lopez is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Last year, I saw him pitch a game against the Blue Jays when they were in the midst of their hot streak, and he pulled them off pretty good. So, doesn't throw hard, and the first pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to the third baseman. Geloff backs up and fires across the diamond to Kurtz for the first out. A one-pitch out, one of those things that I truly, truly hate. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. Rice is hitting .304 on the season, 17 homers, 40 RBIs, and a .1047 OPS. Lopez sets, and he fires, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. His four-seamer was at 90 miles an hour. So as you can tell, he's going to be a junk baller. Lopez sets, it fires, and that slider is down low, and it bounces away for the catcher. Jen Powell is our home plate umpire today. This is her second major league season. She's had 17 pitches challenged, 8 of them overturned. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one foul down the right field line. Count is 1-2. And Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is now full on Ben Rice. And Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop-up. And Hernandez is going to make the play behind second base for the second out. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Captain's hitting .248 on the season, 17 home runs, 37 RBIs, and a .915 OPS. And Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0 on the captain. Lopez sets, and he fires. That pitch is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. That was a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, so he's starting to get it up there a little bit. Next pitch is on the way, and that changeup catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike two. Lopez sets and fires, and that fastball is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way, and that is call ball 3, and it is going to be challenged, or ball 2, excuse me. And the challenge, or the pitch is overturned. That is call strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Coming up for the A's in the bottom of the first is going to be Cortez, Ricker, and Kurtz. From our active scoreboard today, the Orioles beat the Blue Jays 9-5. Nationals are leading the Padres 4-2 in the top of the ninth. The Pirates beat the Twins 9-3. Red Sox beating the Guardians 9-4 in the bottom of the eighth. Rays lead the Angels 5-2 in the bottom of the eighth. Reds have a 6-3 lead on the Braves in the top of the ninth. Mets are hammering the Marlins 10-1 in the top of the seventh. Brewers have a 2-0 lead on the Astros in the top of the eighth. In the bottom of the seventh, the Tigers and the White Sox are locked up at ones. Rangers have a 6-0 lead on the Royals in the top of the sixth. Giants have a 2-1 lead on the Rockies in the top of the third. As you know, heading to the bottom of the first, Yankees and Athletics are locked up at zeros. And just getting underway is the Phillies and the Dodgers, and they are locked up at zeros. And that's your active scoreboard for the day. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 9 votes so far. Looks like Warren has thrown the last of his warm-up pitches. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 8 likes. Our goal is 30, so we're 22 away. And Warren sets the first pitch, paints the outside corner for call, strike 1, and it looks like they're challenging this one too. And it is confirmed that it is a strike, so the A's are going to lose their first challenge, 1 remaining. Count is 0-1 on Cortez. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball just misses off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Ward sets and fires, and this ball is driven to left field, and it is going to be over Bellinger's head. He turns and fires it to second, but Cortez is going to have a leadoff double. Coming up to bat is Brent Rooker. Rooker is hitting 187 on the season, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs, and a 615 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is called ball 1. Scarf fumbles it, or Wells fumbles it. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is evened out 1-1. Warren checks on the runner at second, sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Let me know if you can hear the 2-strike warning. Warren sets and fires, and that four-seamer is fouled down the right field line. Count is going to remain 1-2. All right, thank you, Kaz. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a sinker in there for call. Strike 3. So grab some bench, Nick. You've been retired via the K. Rooker is called out on strikes. Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. And Warren sets and fires, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Kurtz is hitting .283 on the season, 10 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a .924 OPS. Warren sets and fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is now 2-0. Yep, Raleigh Cap almost came through. Ward sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now 3-0. And Warren sets. He spins and fires at second. Cortez is just back in safely. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. So the A's are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom is hitting .223 on the 7th of the season, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker is swung on and missed for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Soderstrom. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Ward sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. That is the 4th changeup down low for Warren today. Warren sets and fires, and that 4-seamer is off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Jazz. Jazz flips to Volpe, and he is not able to relay it in time. So that should have been the inning-ending double play, but once again, Volpe does not have a strong arm, and it was a lollipop throw. And the umpires are having a meeting. Runner may have veered into Volpe's throw path. So they're debating on whether this was an obstruction. I'm not sure that it would have made a difference. And they're indicating that it was not obstruction. Now they're back meeting again. And now Boone is coming out of the dugout. So is Boone going to get checked out of this game in the first inning? I guess we're going to find out. He doesn't look too pissed at this point. So I guess they're explaining why they're not calling obstruction to Boone. So the call is going to stand. Coming up to bat is Jonah Heim, hitting 197 on the season, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is way off the plate. Count is 1-0. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the first. The score is 0-0. The A's have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Jonah Heim is up to bat, and the pitch is inside. Count is now 2-0 on Heim. Hey, Daver. Welcome to the stream. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is now 3-0 on Heim. Come on, dude. He's hitting 197 for the love of God. Pitch to him. Historically, if Warren has issues, it's going to be in the first inning. Warren sets and fires, and that 4-seamer catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. And Warren sets and fires, and this ball is a towering fly ball to shallow center field. And the ball is booted. And 2 runs are going to end up scoring unearned, both of them. Ball was popped into the devil's triangle. The outfielders came out real far and left Grisham out to hang. Grisham could have made the play, but he hit off the heel of his glove. So the A's are going to have a runner at second with 2 outs. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. The batter is Lawrence Butler. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and this pitch is lined into left field. Bellinger is going to make the play or catch the ball as the runner rounds third base, and the score is now going to be 3-0. So the 3 runs that have scored right now are all unearned. Zach Geloff is coming up to bat. A's have a runner at first with 2 outs. And Warren sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Warren is at 27 pitches. Pitch is on the way, and wow, it's called ball 1. Looks like it painted the outside quarter, but once again, Wells is not going to challenge the pitch. Count is 1-2. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's going to do it for the A's in the bottom of the first, but not before they put a 3 spot on the board, all 3 runs unearned. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the bottom or top of the second is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grisham. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 10 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Hey, Carlos. And let's see. From our active scoreboard today, the Red Sox lead the Guardians 9-4 in the bottom of the 9th. The Mets lead the Marlins 10-1 in the top of the 8th. Brewers lead the Astros 2-0 in the top of the 9th. White Sox have a 2-1 lead on the Tigers in the top of the 9th. Rangers lead the Royals 6-0 in the bottom of 6. As you know, going to the top of 2, Athletics lead the Yankees 3-0. In the bottom of the first, the Dodgers and the Phillies are locked up at 0s. And just underway are the Diamondbacks and the Marlins, and they are locked up under 0s. Games that have been completed, the Orioles beat the Blue Jays 9-5. Nationals beat the Padres 4-2. Pirates beat the Twins 9-3. The Rays beat the Angels 5-2. And the Reds beat the Braves 6-4. That's your complete scoreboard for the day. First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Belly. Belly's hitting .267 on the season, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs. Lopez sets and he fires, and that four-seamer is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Bellinger. Lopez sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is even at deuces. Lopez sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. And that is going to be challenged by the catcher. And the call is going to be overturned. Bellinger is going to be retired on strikes looking. So the A's have one challenge remaining. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And Caballero calls timeout before the play even begins. And Lopez sets. First pitch is on the way. Four-seamer is just inside. Count is 1-0. Lopez sets, fires, and the next pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Cabby's hit .263 on the season, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a .707 OPS. Lopez sets, fires, and Caballero swings and misses at the slider. Count is 1-2. Lopez sets and fires at Cabby is rug up looking. That's the second strikeout of the inning. Lopez's third of the night or the afternoon. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. And Lopez sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Grisham's hitting .208 on the season, 7 home runs, 29 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. Lopez sets, and he fires, and the slider is down low. Count is evened out 1-1. Lopez sets once again, and he fires, and the four-seamer catches the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2 on Grisham. Lopez sets, and he fires. The fastball is off the plate. Count is going to even up at 2-2. And how do you do? Jacob sets and fires, and the slider is hammered down the first base line. Foul. Count remains evened at deuces. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the top of the second. The A's lead the Yankees 3-0. There are 2 outs, nobody on, and Trent Grisham is at bat. Count is 2-2. And Lopez sets, fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls it straight back. Count remains full, 3-2, as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Lopez sets and fires, and this pitch is a towering fly ball in the infield. McNeil is tracking it, and he is going to put it away on the infield dirt for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of 2. So that is 6 up and 6 down. Coming up to bat is Jeff McNeil, Daryl Hernandez, and Cortez. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 11 votes. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We're currently at 14. So we're 16 down from our actual goal for the live stream. And just an FYI, this stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, courtesy of Mitch. So thank you for supporting our stream. If you would, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. They offer a plethora of sports content, from basketball to football, baseball, wrestling. So if those things appeal to you, please consider subscribing. Here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are a baseball-centric channel. I call play-by-plays almost every day. Only exception being Wednesdays when I bowl in leagues. If you like shorts, I drop a bunch of them. And I also host open panels where members from the chat can come up and talk baseball. So if these are things that appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And the first pitch from Warren is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and Hernandez swings and misses. Count is evened out 1-1. Warren sets and fires, and his four-seamer just misses off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Hernandez. Hernandez is hitting .260 on the season, 1 homer, 7 RBIs, and a .650 OPS. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker paints the outside of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is even at 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball just misses outside. Count is now full, 3-2. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is off the plate for ball 4. So Carlos Cortez is coming up to bat, 1-for-1 on the day with a double and a run scored. And Warren sets. Pitch is waved off. And they're calling a pitch clock violation on Warren, so it's going to be ball 1 to start the at-bat. Warren sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker looks like it caught the bottom of the plate. Count is 2-1. Once again, Wells does not challenge. Warren sets and fires, and this ball is chopped over the middle. Volpe steps on the bag and fires to first. And that is going to be a 6-3 double play. That's going to do it for the A's in the bottom of the second. Coming up in the top of 3 is going to be Anthony Volpe, Max Schumann, and Austin Wells. If you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. Who will be the first Yankee to get a hit? So we're about to go through the complete lineup. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 16 likes, 14 away from our goal of 30 for every live stream. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth Network, please consider subscribing. To help you out, we have a QR code in your upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, wave it in front of it in camera mode. Hyperlink will show up. All you have to do is hit it. It'll be on the YouTube web page. All you have to do is hit subscribe. And for those of you who are subscribed, I recommend that you hit the notifications, ring the bell, and make sure that you know everyone is every time we are live and not Memorex. And every time I drop a short, you'll get the notifications. I want to thank everybody for being here on their busy Sunday afternoon. First pitch to Volpe is a four-seamer in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Volpe's hitting .231 on the season, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a .760 OPS. And Lopez sets, and he fires. The changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. Lopez sets, and he fires, and this ball is looped into center field. That is going to be the first hit of the game for the Yankees. So that's going to end our active poll. And Max Schumann is returning home. He is a former Oakland A, made his debut as a Yankee or as an athletic. And Lopez sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Schumann was exuberant to be informed he was going to be able to play against his former team. So hopefully he comes out there and puts a dent in their butts like former Yankees tend to do to us. Lopez sets and fires, and Schumann fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. Lopez sets, and he throws over to first. Weak pickoff attempt. Volpe is back in, standing up. Count is 0-2 on Schumann. Nobody out. Runner at first. And the pitch is on the way. Volpe takes off, and he is in there at second with a stolen base, his third steal of the season. The pitch was up high, so the count is now 1-2 on Schumann. Yankees have a runner in scoring position. Lopez sets and fires, and that pitch is a sweeper inside. Count is evened at 2-2 on Schu. And Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and Schumann fouls this one down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Lopez sets and fires, and that four-seamer is inside. Count is now going to be 3-2. Lopez sets and fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. So Schumann's going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Austin Wells is coming up to the plate. Wells is hitting 180 on the season, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 569 OPS. So can Austin come through with runners in scoring position and put us on the board? Lopez sets and he fires, and that slider is up high. Count is 1-0. And Lopez sets, fires, and Wells shows bunt, but the pitch is way outside. Count is 2-0 on Wells. Lopez sets and fires, and Wells swings and misses at the sinker inside. Count is 2-1. And the pitcher steps off the mound. Volpe is dancing around there at second, and that is the first disengagement. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is swung on and missed by Wells. Count is evened at 2-2. Wells still appears to be lost at the plate. Lopez sets and he fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is ball 4. Wells is stripping his gear off, and the bases are juiced full of Yankees. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on with the pitching coach. So the bases are loaded and nobody is out, and the top of the order is coming up to bat. And Jacob sets, and the first pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Goldschmidt is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first plate appearance. Jacob sets and fires, and this one is bounced to the first baseman. He is too far off the plate or the bag, and he is going to eat it. Yankees are going to get on the board with an infield single by Paul Goldschmidt. Score is now 3-1. The bases remain juiced, and Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one down the first base line fair. It is going to bounce around all the way in the corner. Wells scores. And that is a 2-run double. So the Yankees are going to have runners at second and third with nobody out. And the captain is coming up to bat. So this game is tied at 3 apiece. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Lopez sets. The first pitch is on the way, and that changeup is inside. Count is 1-0 on the captain. Lopez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on the captain. Lopez sets, and he fires, and Judge hammers the cutter off the umpire's mask. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. Yankees have runners at second and third with nobody out. Lopez sets, and he fires, and Judge swings and misses at the cutter on the outside portion of the plate. Count is now full. Lopez sets and fires, and Judge skies this one to middle center field, and this is going to drop in for a base hit. And looks like Goldschmidt is going to end up scoring. So the Yankees have runners at first and second, have taken a 4-3 lead. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. That pitch, or that ball, looked exactly like the ball that Grisham got burnt on earlier, allowing 3 uttered runs to score. And it looks like the A's have Kelly warming up in their bullpen. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count, or the slider catches the outside of the strike zone. Count is 0-1 on Belly. Lopez sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger hammers this one into right field. And they're going to go station to station, so the bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees once again. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And it looks like they're going to pull Lopez out of the game. So,
Hit the road, Jack.
and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And once again, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. And you are out of here, Jacob. So for those of you hopping into our stream, the Yankees now have a 4-3 lead on the A's, planning a 4 spot in this inning so far, and it is not over with yet. Bases are juiced full of Yankees. There is nobody out. Jose Caballero coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And while we've got a second, hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. Which Yankee is going to get the first hit of the game? 28% said Goldie. 27% said Big Ben. 18% said the captain. And 27% said another runner. Anthony Volpe was the first one to get a hit. So it was another Yankee. So congratulations for those 27% who made that selection. So thank you for those who participated in our active poll. Michael Kelly is coming into the pitch. He has a 6.23 RA. He's only pitched 4 1/3 innings, and the opponents are hitting .333 off of him. First pitch to Cabby is a sweeper up and in. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 3-0 on Cabby. So it's 3-0 with the bases loaded and nobody out. Not looking good. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a slider off the plate for ball 4. So Rice is going to be walked in, and the Yankees now have a 5-3 lead on the A's. Bases remain juiced, and Trent Grisham is coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day with a pop out. First pitch is in there for call, strike 1 against Big Trent. Captain clutches up to bat. And the next pitch is in there, and that slider catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-2 on Grisham. And for those of you that are here, there is a new active poll in the stream. So please take a second to drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one into center field. And that is going to be a 2-run single for Captain Crunch. or Captain Clutch, to advance the Yankees lead to 7-3 on this afternoon. So the Yankees now have runners at first and second with nobody out. Anthony Volpe is up to bat. 1 for 1 with a single, run scored, and a stolen base. First pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Kelly sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls this one down the first base line. Hey, FJ. Batted around without recording an out, and not a home run to bring all 7 runs in. So situational hitting. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper off the plate. And the runners are going to go, and the Yankees are going to have no throw, and the Yankees are going to have runners now at second and third with nobody out. That's Caballero's 14th stolen base and Grisham's 4th. Count is 1-2 on Volpe. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls this one straight back, so the count is going to remain 1-2. Kelly sets, pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the right field line. Count remains 1-2. So do you think it's possible for the Yankees to put a 10 spot up in this inning? Kelly sets and fires, and Volpe lines this one through the center fielder, Lawrence Butler. And one more run is going to score. So that's an RBI single for Volpe. Yankees have runners at first and third, and the lead is now 8-3. 8 runs dropped in this inning. Max Schumann is coming up to bat. Does not have an official plate appearance. He walked in his first at-bat and then subsequently scored a run. And there is a pickoff attempt at first base. Volpe is back in head first. And Kelly sets, fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0. There is nobody warming up in the A's bullpen, so they're going to hang this dog bone around Kelly's neck. And there's another pickoff attempt at first. Second disengagement, so the freaking Volpe Express should be on the way. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe is stolen second base. That is Volpe's 4th steal of the season. And the pitch was in there for call, strike one, so the count is 1-1 on Max. Kelly sets and fires, and Schumann swings and misses at the sweeper. Count is 1-2. All right, Baxi, a little bit of Big O, baby. A little bit of Big O. Situational hitting 101. And Kelly sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is even at deuce. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the Yankees have dropped an 8th spot in the top of the third. There is nobody out, and there are runners at second and third. 2-2 count on Max Schumann. And Schumann calls timeout. Next pitch is on the way, and Schumann hammers this one into left field. This is going to go all the way in the quarter. 2 runs are going to score. And Schumann is in there with a stand-up double. And the Yankees drop a 10th spot in the top of the third. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. So the Yankees have a runner at second with nobody out. And I tell you what, this dog bone is freaking weighing heavy on Kelly. He is taking a bullet to the face. He was just called up when Severino went on the IL. And he's probably going to eat a boatload of innings and then get sent down this afternoon. So congratulations. Wells does not have official plate appearance. He walked in his first at-bat and scored a subsequent run this inning. First pitch is on the way. The sinker is down low. Count is 1-0. Yeah, meat is exactly the word on this one. And Kelly checks on the runner. He sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Wells. Pitch is on the way, and the slider paints the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Wells. And Kelly sets. He fires, and the slider is swung on and missed by Wells. Count is full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate for ball 4. So Wells is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Kelly is at 24 pitches in this inning with nobody out, and Paul Goldschmidt coming up to bat, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. And Kelly sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Goldschmidt. This is the 12th batter to come up in this inning. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one just foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. And Kelly sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be call. Strike three. It paints the outside corner. So Goldie is down on strikes looking. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Paul. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. I think Goldie could have challenged that one and got away with it. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. The Yankee record for runs scored in a single inning is 14. So can the Yankees pop four more in this inning? Next pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this one down the third base line. Count is 0-2 on Big Ben. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. I think they could have rung Rice up on that one if they challenged it. Count is 1-2 on Big Ben. And Kelly sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one into right field. That's going to be off the right field wall. And one run is going to score. Two runs are going to score, and Rice is going to be in there with a stand-up triple. And the score is now 12-3. Coming up to bat is the captain. That was Rice's second triple of the season. The captain is 1-for-2 on the day. First pitch is on the way. The sweeper is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Judge. The captain is 1-for-2 on the day with a single RBI and a run scored. Next pitch is on the way, and Judge hammers this one foul down the right field line. Count is 0-2 on the captain. And now they are actually warming someone in the bullpen, Perkins, it looks like. Judge takes his traditional 2-strike count. And Kelly sets, pitches on the way, and Judge swings and misses for strike three. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Cody Bellinger is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Belly. And Kelly sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Kelly sets, pitch is on the way, and that is a sweeper way off the plate. Count is now 2-1. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're on the top of the third. Yankees have a runner at third with 2 outs. 2-1 count on Cody Bellinger. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into right field. Cortez is going to field it, and another run is going to score. So the score is now 13-3. Jose Caballero coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout, a base on balls, and an RBI. So are the Yankees going to be able to match their franchise high of 14 runs in a single inning? First pitch is on the way, and I don't know what the hell the umpires can. I think he called it ball 1, but it looks like Heim took the ball in a spot that no man should ever take one, and looks like they have an injury timeout coming out. Okay. It was a Caballero foul off, and he hit the inner thigh of the catcher. So while we are in a injury timeout, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 17 likes. Our goal is 30, so we're 13 down on our live play-by-play goal. And Kelly sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Caballero. Kelly is at 40 pitches in this inning. Kelly sets and fires, and the sweeper is chopped foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. Kelly sets and fires, and this one is driven to right center field. It's going to drop in there, and Bellinger is going to advance to third. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. And it looks like the manager is coming to put the captain hook in on the second pitcher of the inning. So hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time, Mike, you're out of here. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. You are out of here. And it looks like Jack Perkins is coming in to replace Mike Kelly. Yankees are 1 run away from tying their franchise record of 14 runs in a singular inning. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Captain Clutch has 2 RBIs, a run, and a stolen base. So is he going to be able to bring in the 14th run? Just think, 13 runs, no home runs. And of course, you know, the standard talking point is the offense stinks. You're right, Jonathan. Welcome to the stream, and that is a football score. And Warren is out in the bullpen staying loose. We are only in the top of the third. And Perkins sets. The first pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Grishbaum. Says Captain Clutch going to be able to plate another run for us. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Grishbaum. And the next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2 on Grisham. And Perkins sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is now evened at 2-2. Bellinger is at third. Caballero is at first. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. What color is that damn goose? Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. Cortez is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in deep right field. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the third, but not before they drop a 13th spot in the top. Coming up to bat is going to be Rooker, Kurtz, and Soderstrom. So, for those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. Seems sort of one-sided, however, you never can tell. And we are at 18 likes. Our goal is 30 for every live play-by-play. So we are currently 12 down. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We call almost every play-by-play out there. I drop a boatload of shorts, and I host open panels. So if that appeals to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place that you need to be. Please consider subscribing. That inning, that top of the inning took 43 freaking minutes. And Rooker is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch to Rooker is a sinker inside. Count is 1-0. Hell, Will, just throw the damn ball over the heart of the freaking plate. Next pitch is out of the way, and this is driven into center field. Grisham is tracking it and is going to make a basket catch on the warning track for the first out. Coming up to bat is Nick Kurtz. He does not have an official plate appearance. He walked in his first at bat. Warren sets and fires, and the four-seamer paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Kurtz. Next pitch is on the way. And this is grounded past Chisholm into right center field. So that is a one-out hit for the A's. Coming up to bat is Tyler Soderstrom, 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is down low. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is down 3-0. Come on, guy. You have a 10-run lead. Just pitch. Warren sets, and he fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Nice 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Pitch to Soderstrom is tapped back to Warren. He sets and fires at first base, and he is not going to be in time. I think they're going to take a look at this one. I think that Warren was lollygagging, or he would have gotten this one easily. Soderstrom hustled down first base. So hats off to him. So the A's have runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Jonah Heim. 0 for 1 on the day. He reached on a 2-run error in the first inning, and he subsequently scored. All three A's runs are unearned at this point. And Warren sets. First pitch to Heim is hammered at Jazz. Not at Jazz, at Schumann. Runners do not wander too far off the bag, so that is 2 outs. A's have runners at first and second. Lawrence Butler is coming up to bat, 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. Pitch is on the way, and this is tapped fair in front of the plate. Wells fills the ball and tags Butler out. And now Butler is arguing with the home plate umpire. So that is going to do it for the A's in the bottom of the third. Coming in the top of the fourth is going to be Anthony Volpe, Max Schumann, and Austin Wells. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 12 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. And currently in our active poll, will the Yankees win the series? There are only 11 votes. So if you haven't voted, let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. Thank you for those who have participated at this point. So what do we want to talk about? And in our active scoreboard today, the Giants are hammering the Rockies 12-5 in the bottom of the sixth. As you know, the Yankees are hammering the Athletics in the top of the fourth, 13-3. Dodgers now have a 4-0 lead on the Phillies in the bottom of four. And in the bottom of five, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. The late game for tonight is going to be the Cardinals and the Cubs in St. Louis. And that is your active scoreboard for the day. Perkins is going to remain on the mound. And the first pitch is skied to left field. And Soderstrom is going to make the play. Coming up to bat is Max Schumann, 1-for-1 on the day with a double, a base on balls, and 2 RBIs. Perkins sets, pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-2 on Maxey. Perkins sets, and he fires, and that four-seamer is way up high. Count is 1-2. Perkins sets and fires, and this ball is hammered off the pitcher. He feels it and throws at first base, off target. Did the first baseman hold the bag? Did Kurtz hold the bag? Yep, he held the bag long enough, so that's going to be the second out of the inning. Perkins lost his glove on the play. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Wells does not have an official at-bat today. He has 2 base on balls and 2 runs scored. Next pitch is on the way. The changeup is down low, but Wells swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Yes, sir, Texas. Dave. But you know what? The offense stinks. We need to replace everybody. Pitch is on the way, and Wells hammers this one to right field. Cortez is going to make the play on the warning track. He might have taken a home run away from Wells on that one. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Geloff, McNeil, and Hernandez. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 18 likes, 12 away from our goal of 30 for every live stream. And if you haven't, please take us to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes at this time. And for today's scoreboard, the Orioles beat the Blue Jays 9-5. Nationals beat the Padres 4-2. Pirates beat the Twins 9-3. Red Sox beat the Guardians 9-4. Rays beat the Angels 5-2. Reds beat the Braves 6-4. The Mets beat the Marlins 10-1. Brewers beat the Astros 2-0. White Sox beat the Tigers 2-1. Rangers beat the Royals 6-3. Giants are leading the Rockies 12-5 in the bottom of the sixth. As you know, heading to the bottom of the fourth, the Yankees lead the Athletics 13-3. In the top of the fifth, the Dodgers lead the Phillies 4-0. And in the top of the sixth, the Mariners lead the Diamondbacks 1-0. The late game for tonight is going to be the Cubs facing off against the Cardinals at 7:20. And Geloff is heading to the plate. Three touchdowns, that'd be a nice thing. But who knows? The Yankees may be tired after getting all those damn hits in the third inning. First pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. The captain is shading his eyes, and he makes the play in middle right field for the first out. Former Met Jeff McNeil, who hammers the Yankees, is coming up to bat. Warren sets and he fires, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. Count is 1-0 on McNeil. Warren sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Shoe. He fires to Goldie for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Daryl Hernandez. He does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner with a nice sinker. Count is 0-1. Warren sets, and this ball is bounced right back at him. He sets and he fires to Goldschmidt for the third out. So that is a 6-pitch inning for Warren. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the fifth is going to be Goldie, Rice, and Judge. Top of the order. So are we feeling that the bullpen is going to blow this game, or are the Yankees going to close it out, take the series, and head back to New York to play the Guardians on Tuesday? I don't care. I still don't give a damn about Volpe. Well, let's see. The top of the third was 43 minutes. The bottom of the third was 5. And it looks like we have a home run from our chat. And it looks like we have our 745th subscriber, the third time in 3 days. So not sure who subscribed, but thank you very much for trusting us to provide you with quality baseball content. So our next goal is going to be 750, 5 away. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, also hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 20 likes. Our goal is 30, so we're 10 off our goal. And Perkins sets and he fires. The first pitch to Goldie is up and inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is going to paint the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Goldie is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. And it looks like our good friend Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the pen. So hopefully we can give him a Merry Christmas present. Next pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off of Heim's face mask. He is down. The catcher is down. He took a shot to the friggin' jaw. So Goldie is taking his helmet off, and it looks like he's getting a sunburn on the top of his head. Looks like Heim is okay. He's putting his face mask back on and squatting behind the plate. Next pitch is on the way, and that changeup is way inside. Count is evened at deuce on the Goldie. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low, so the count is now full on Paul. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count remains full 3-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie drives this one to right field. Cortez is tracking it. He's going to make the play just short of the foul line for the first out of the inning. You know the funny thing about my shorts? I average about 20% dislikes on those things. Pitch is on the way, and Rice swings over the top of it. Count is 0-1. Perkins sets, and he fires. That pitch is up high. Count is evened at 1-1. Perkins sets, and the sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Yep, I get a lot of dislikes, and they're not public. I see them in my dashboard. And the pitch is skied to left field. Soderstrom is tracking it and makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is the captain. Judge is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI single in the third and a run scored. And Perkins sets. The pitch is on the way, and that sinker is low and off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way. It is right down the heart of Broadway, paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Next pitch is on the way, and Judge skies this one to right field. Cortez is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. Another 1-2-3 inning. Well, there are several people that have commented to me on my shorts that for me to be taken as a credible Yankee content creator, that I need to stop kissing the Yankees' asses and start calling out players, coaches, Boone, Cashman. And I only put the things that I truly believe in my shorts. And if they don't like it, well, so be it. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. So how are we feeling about today's game with the Yankees' stinky offense that can't hit? In that third inning, we had... Nope, I agree with you completely, Jonathan, because everything that I put is supported by numbers and the real deal. But according to them, I am not a quote-unquote real fan, so I'm just a shill for the Yankees. Somebody actually said, too, that I needed to have my ego stroked. I was like, really? I'm an egotistical person? Interesting. So how are we feeling about the upcoming series against the Guardians? We have 3 in the Bronx starting on Tuesday. we follow up with 3 more games, and then we're on the road to Cleveland to face them for 3 more. So we're going to have 6 games against the Guardians in the next 10 days. And Warren is at 57 pitches, coming out to pitch the top of the 5th. The first pitch is going to be a 4-seamer that paints the top of the strike zone to Cortez. Count is 0-1. Cortez is 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off of Wells. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. The thing that's funny is my special fans that only show up when the Yankees are doing poorly, they're not here today. Not one of them. And the pitch is on the way. And that curveball is swung on and missed. And that is going to do it for Cortez. 1 out. Coming up to bat is Rooker, and the pitch is sky to right field, shallow. Judge is charging it, and that is going to hit and bounce into the stands. So that is going to be a ground rule double. Hey, Nick, welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in and looking at a little bit of baseball. Kurtz is coming up to bat, 1 for 1 on the day with a base on balls. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Ward checks on the runner at second, fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is hit to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, and is going to make a fine running catch on the warning track for the 2nd out. And the runner is still going to hold at second base, so there are 2 outs with a runner at second. Tyler Soderstrom is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and that misses just inside. Count is 1-0 on Soderstrom. Next pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. My good friend Sean Browning is here. And if you did not know it, he has a YouTube channel that is based in history. If you like military history, the pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Sean drops a lot of great shorts. So I recommend going over to True Historian and taking a look at what he's got. Texas, I think you might appreciate it. I'd consider subscribing if I was you. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now deuce. Sean, drop the link for your channel in there, brother. Warren sets and he fires, and that changeup is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way. That is down low for ball 4. So the A's are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Jonah Heim is coming up to bat. And the pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Bellinger is coming in, and he is tracking it and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the A's. They strand 2. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Will the Yankees take the series today? And we are at 24 likes. So our goal is always 30 for each live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Daily Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you like play-by-plays, I call play-by-plays almost every day. I drop a boatload of shorts, so if you like shorts, definitely there for you. And if you like open panels, I host open panels where anybody that is in the chat is able to come up and talk baseball. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees, The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And to make it easy, there is a QR code in your upper left-hand corner. And best of all, it's free. Coming up to bat in this part of the inning is Bellinger, Caballero, and Grisham. And it looks like our good friend Mark Leiter Jr. is coming in to replace Jack Perkins. So let's see if we can give him a good Yankee greeting and maybe get to Buckeyes' 3-touchdown score. And the first pitch is out of the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 2-0 on Belly. Belly is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles, a strikeout, RBI, and a run scored. It's pretty good. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker down low. Count is now 3-0 on Bellinger. And Leiter sets, and he fires, and that pitch is up and out of the strike zone. So that is going to be a 4-pitch walk to Cody. Glad to see that Leiter hasn't changed his giving ways. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 2 on the day. A run, a RBI, and a stolen base. Leiter checks on the runner at first. He sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Nice little lollipop sinker that he's got. Leiter sets. And he fires, and the pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone. Another sinker for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Leiter sets, fires, and the curveball is skied to center field. Butler is waiting on it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Captain Clutch Trent Grisham. Well, Jonathan, if Hampton shows in the major leagues, it is well deserved. He should have been here last year if it weren't for the Tommy John surgery. First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is down low. Count is 1-0 on Grishbaum. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a pair of RBIs, a run scored, and a stolen base. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Yankees have a runner at first with 1 out. Trent Grisham is up to bat. Count is 2-0 on him. He's taking time out, stepping back into the box. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham bounces this one up the middle. The shortstop is going to step on the bag and fire to Kurtz. So that's going to be a 6-3 double play. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th is going to be Butler, Geloff, and McNeil. And Dave, thanks for subscribing to Sean's YouTube channel. You should check out some of the videos that he's got there. They're pretty good. LaGrange, for me, he's in the pen. Actually, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that I worry about with LaGrange is the number of walks that he gives up, because he gives up a lot of them. But my first move for the bullpen would be bringing Giovanni Cruz back up. The Captain Williams short got over 1,000 views. Well, that's great. And Warren sets. The first pitch is lined at Caballero, and he makes the play. Actually, at Volpe. Volpe makes the play, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Geloff. First pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Warren sets and he fires, and that sweeper is swung on, and this count is 0-2 on Geloff. Warren sets and he fires, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Well, the problem with that, Rob, pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is now evened at 2-2. LeGrand is not on our 40-man roster. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Warren's 4th strikeout of the afternoon and the second out of this inning. Coming up to bat is Jeff McNeil. Dave, I think we have too many starters right now. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. It's going to drop right in front of Grisham. So McNeil has his first hit of the day. A's have a runner at first with 2 outs, and coming up to bat is Darryl Hernandez, the shortstop. Warren is at 79 pitches on the game. First pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Looks like Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen. Warren sets and he fires, and the 4-seamer is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Warren sets and fires. That ball is swung on and tipped into the glove of Wells for strike 3, and that is going to be the 5th strikeout of the game for Warren. Coming up to bat is going to be Volpe, Schumann, and Wells. Well, with LeGrand, like I was saying earlier, he's not on the 40-man roster, and we'd have to make a move. I suspect that move may be Kerwin Castro getting the DFA to give him a 40-man roster spot. Then it would be a question of switching somebody out at the 26-man roster. I think that Jake Bird needs to go down to the minors and work on a changeup. I think you add that to his repertoire, and he will be a fantastic bullpen arm. He has problems going against left-handed hitters. He throws the sweeper and the sinker, and if his sinker is off or his sweeper is off, they set dead red on him and hammer the hell out of him. So you're talking Fried, David Fried, Rodon and Cole in a 5-man rotation. I think the innings on Weathers, he is going to redline by well over 50 innings. So I think he's going to end up in the bullpen right off the bat. And it looks like Luis Medina is in to replace Leiter. First pitch from Volpe is chopped to the third baseman Geloff, and he fires to Kurtz for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And you know how much I freaking love that. Coming up is Maxie Schumann, 1 for 2 on the day with a double, base on balls, a couple of runs, and a couple of RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and Medina paints the sinker right down the heart of Broadway, 97 mile an hour. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a slider off plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. That could be a possible way, Rob. And Medina sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul, tipped into the glove of Heim for strike 3. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells, 0 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks and a pair of runs scored. Medina sets and fires, and the curveball is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Wells. Medina sets and fires, and the 4-seamer is up high and away. Count is evened at 1-1. Medina sets, fires, and Wells swings and misses at the changeup. Count is 1-2, and it looks like Wells is taking time out. And the next pitch is on the way. Curveball is inside. Count is evened at 2-2. Medina sets and fires, at Wells swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 7th. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th is going to be Cortez, Rooker, and Kurtz. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 25 likes, 5 short of our goal of 30. If you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. We have 14 votes at this time. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where anyone in the chat can come up and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing. We're at 745 subscriptions, 5 away from our next goal of 750. So anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And guess what? Subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Yep. Spreading the pitchers out, particularly the young ones, does save innings on their arms. Right now, I've got a concern with Cam Schlittler. If he pitches through what is projected, he'll have 198 innings this season, which is 50 more than he pitched last year, which was 50 more than he pitched the year before. And you tend to worry about pitchers breaking down. You're seeing it with the kid in Boston, Garrett Crochet. So I'm not wanting to break Schlittler down. And it looks like Tim Hill is coming in to replace Will Warren. And it looks like Max Schumann is going to head to right field. Jose Caballero is going to switch to second base. Ryan McMahon is going to come in at third base. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is call ball 1. And it is being challenged. It is overturned, and that is a strike. So the count is 0-1 on Cortez. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Hill. Hill flips it to Goldschmidt for the first out of the inning. And Ricker is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a strikeout. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a slider in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Hill sets and fires, and that pitch is hammered foul. Count is now 0-2 on Rooker. Rooker is 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Next pitch is on the way, and this one is driven to left field. This one is going, and gone. So Rooker hits his 8th home run of the season. That is a solo shot. And that one traveled 404 feet and left his bat at 108.6 miles an hour. Scores 13-4, 9-1 lead. Coming up to bat is Nick Kurtz, 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a base on balls. Hill sets and fires, and the slider is up high. Count is 1-0. That pitch was smoked. Next pitch is on the way, and Kurtz fouls it off. Count is even at 1-1. Hill sets and fires, and the slider is inside. Count is 2-1. Hill sets and fires, and this is foul down the third base line. Count is now evened at deuce. And Hill sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. I think that's the first sinker he's thrown coming out. Next pitch is on the way. Kurtz fouls that one off. Another sinker. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at-bat. And Hill sets, fires, and the four-seamer is up high. That's going to be ball 4. So Kurtz is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Looks like Bolte is coming in to pinch hit for Soderstrom. And Hill sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is going to clip Bolte. So they're going to have runners at first and second with one out. Jonah Heim coming up to bat, 0 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Thanks, Kaz. Appreciate the shout out. And the first pitch is on the way. The sinker paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Heim. And it looks like Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field, and this one is going, and gone. And that is a 3-run home run for Heim. So the score is now 13-7. Well. And the first pitch to Butler is chop foul in front of the plate. Wells fires to first to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Zach Geloff, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And that's the second time that he has bounced one in front of the plate. Hill sets and fires, and the first pitch to Geloff is foul straight back. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. Schumann feels it and shoots it back in. So that is Geloff's first hit of the day. Coming up to bat is Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And Hill sets. Pitch is on the way. It is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Hey, Evan. Welcome to the stream. And Hill sets. Fires, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and McNeil is able to hold the check swing. Count is now 2-1 on McNeil. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off down the right field line. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside. Count is now full. 3-2. Hill sets and fires, and this is popped up. Wells is tracking it. Oh, my God. He does not see the ball, and it drops right to the ground next to him. So Hill is at 25 pitches in the inning. Hill sets and fires, and this one is driven to right field. Schumann is drifting back and is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out. So that is going to do it for the A's, but not before they put a 4 spot on the board to close the gap to 13-7. Coming up to bat in the top of the 8th is going to be Goldie, Big Ben, and Ryan McMahon. Those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 15 votes at this time. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 26 likes, 4 short of our goal of 30. So hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We offer live play-by-plays almost daily. I drop a lot of shorts, and I host open panels where everyone is invited to come up and talk baseball. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing. We are at 745 subscribers, 5 short of our next milestone of 750. So anything you can do to help us out would be most appreciated. And it looks like Cortez is switching from left field to right field to left field. Bolte is going to take over in center field, and Lawrence Butler is going to shift to right field. So they've juggled their outfield around a bit. And our matchup for Tuesday's game against the Guardians is going to be Joey Cantillo versus Cam Schlittler. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie chops this one to third base. Geloff is going to field it and fire it to Kurtz for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 2 for 4 on the afternoon. Medina is still on the mound. Ben Rice is 2 for 4 on the day with a double and a triple, 4 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball is called. Strike one. That was off the plate, but Rice is not going to challenge, so the count is going to be 0-1. Medina sets, and he fires, and that changeup is in the dirt. Count is evened out, 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice cannot hold his check swing up on the changeup. Count is 1-2. Medina sets and fires, and the changeup is, or curveball is tipped foul into the glove of High for the second out of the inning. Ryan McMahon is coming up. This is going to be his first plate appearance. He came in as part of the Judge switch out. Medina sets, fires, and the curveball is up and away. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-0 on Mac. So is it time for a Big Mac Jack attack? Medina sets, he fires, and that pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1 on McMahon. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. And Heim is going to challenge the call. And it is confirmed that it is a ball. And I believe that the A's have lost their last challenge. So the count is 3-1 on Big Mac. Medina sets and fires, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. The count is full. 3-2. Medina sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses at it for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the eighth. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the eighth is going to be Hernandez, Cortez, and Rooker. 9, 1, and 2. And we're probably going to see Brett Hedrick coming in. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 26 likes, 4 short of our goal of 30. And we have an active poll. If you haven't, please drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. And from our active scoreboard today, the Giants are leading the Rockies 17-6 in the top of the ninth. As you know, going to the bottom of the eighth, the Yankees lead the A's 13-7. Dodgers now lead the Phillies 7-0 in the bottom of the seventh. In the top of the ninth, the Diamondbacks and the Mariners are locked up at 2s. Looks like Fernando Cruz is coming in to replace Tim Hill. And the late night game for tonight is the Cubs versus the Cardinals in St. Louis at 7:20. Our completed games are Orioles beat the Blue Jays 9-5. Nationals beat the Padres 4-2. Pirates beat the Twins 9-3. Red Sox beat the Guardians 9-4. The Rays beat the Angels 5-2. Reds beat the Braves 6-4. Mets hammer the Marlins 10-1. Brewers beat the Astros 2-0. White Sox beat the Tigers 2-1. Rangers beat the Royals 6-3. And that is our active scoreboard for the day. First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hey, Brandon, welcome to the stream. And the ball is driven into left center field. That is going to make it all the way to the wall. Hernandez is rounding first, heading to second, so he's going to be there with a stand-up double. And Cruz sets. He fires. The first pitch is a fastball that catches is swung on and missed at the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1 on Cortez. Cortez is 1 for 2 or 1 for 4 on the day with a double. Cruz sets and he fires, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is hammered just foul. Count is 1-2 on Cortez. That splitter was up. Beagle Dad, what errors are you talking about, brother? And there's a pickoff attempt at second, and the runner gets back just in time. Volpe snuck in behind him. Pitch is on the way, and that is called ball 2. That one definitely painted the bottom of the strike zone. Once again, no challenge. Cruz sets. He fires. The splitter is skied to left field. Bellinger is closing in on it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Rooker. Rooker is 2 for 4 on the day with a double and a homer. Cruz sets, and he fires. That pitch is down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way. The splitter is up high. He's able to check his swing. So the count is now 2-1 on Rooker. Cruz sets and fires, and this pitch is check swing to Goldie at first. He takes it himself. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Nick Kurtz. 1 for 2 on the day with a pair of walks and a run scored. And Cruz sets. He fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Hernandez is going to steal third base. So the A's have a runner at third with 2 outs. Nick Kurtz is up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right center field. And that is going to be off the wall. Hernandez is going to score, and Kurtz is going to be in there with a stand-up double. So the score is now 13-8. Volte is coming up to bat. Was hit in his first plate appearance by a pitch. Cruz sets, and he fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Bellinger is tracking it and makes the play for the third out of the inning, but not before the A's add another one to close the gap to 13-8. Coming up in the bottom of the top of the ninth is going to be Bellinger, Caballero, and Grisham. So I suppose it's time to stop screwing around and lock these clowns down and be done with it. Beagle, the only error in the game was in the first inning, and I think that Grisham got hung out to dry on that one. That led to 3 unearned runs for Warren. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 16 votes at this time, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 26 likes. Our goal is always 30 for every live stream. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We provide you with a lot of play-by-plays. Basically, Wednesday evenings is the only nights that I don't call play-by-plays because I bowl in leagues. I drop a lot of shorts. I think they're interesting, and a lot of people have viewed them. And I offer open panels where people from the chat can come up and talk some baseball. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And it looks like Jose Suarez is replacing Luis Medina. Suarez is a left-handed pitcher. The first pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner with a fastball for call, strike one. That was a 92-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger skies this one to the third baseman. Geloff is going to make the play in foul territory for the first out. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. 1 for 3 on the day with a base on ball, strikeout, and an RBI. And Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul down the third base line. Count is now 0-2. Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-2 on Cabby. If you're just joining the game, we're in the top of the ninth. The Yankees lead the A's 13-8. Jose Caballero's up to bat, and he swings and misses for strike 3, and that's going to be the second out. There are 2 outs with no runners on, and Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. Grisham is 1 for 4 on the day with a single, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a stolen base. Suarez sets and fires, and that slider catches the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. And it looks like Bednar is warming up in the pen. The next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Suarez sets. He fires, and this ball is skied to center field. Bolte is tracking it and is going to make the play for the third out. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the ninth. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Heim, Butler, and Geloff. And I'd be surprised to see if Langoliers doesn't come in to pinch hit on this one. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 28 likes, 2 away from our goal of 30 for every live stream. So if you haven't, please hit the like button. Our active poll is still on. We have 16 votes. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. From our scoreboard today, Orioles beat the Jays 9-5. Nationals beat the Padres 4-2. Pirates beat the Twins 9-3. Red Sox beat the Guardians 9-4. Rays beat the Angels 5-2. Reds beat the Braves 6-4. Mets beat the Marlins 10-1. Brewers beat the Astros 2-0. White Sox beat the Tigers 2-1. Rangers beat the Royals 6-3. Giants hammer the Rockies 19-6. Currently, the Yankees are leading the Athletics 13-8 in the bottom of the ninth. In the top of the seventh, the Dodgers lead the Phillies 8-0. And in the bottom of the ninth, the Diamondbacks and the Mariners are locked up at 2s. And the late game is going to be the Cubs versus the Cardinals in St. Louis. So Bednar is coming into the game to hopefully get the final 3 outs of this game. First pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is just off plate. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. 4-seamer came in there at 95 miles an hour. Count is 1-1. Hybe is 1 for 4 on the day with a home run at his last at bat. Pitch is on the way. This is grounded to Jazz. He flips to Goldie for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Lawrence Butler, also 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI. His last 2 plate appearances, he's tapped balls right in front of home plate. 1 thrown to first base. First pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets and fires, and that 4-seamer is up high. Count is now 2-0 on Butler. And Bednar sets, fires, and that fastball is way off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Butler. All right, David, come on. Stop screwing around. Just throw these guys pitches. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is high and off the plate. So that is going to be a 4-pitch walk to Butler. So Geloff is coming up to bat, 1 for 4 on the day with a single. First pitch is on the way, and this is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the left side of the infield. Bellinger gets the ball in quickly, and the A's are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jeff McNeil coming up to bat. Definitely a seeing eye single there. Good pitch. Bednar sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets and fires. The splitter is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-0. Bednar sets and he fires. The 4-seamer is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1 on McNeil. A's have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jeff McNeil is up to bat. Count is 2-1 on him. Bednar sets and fires, and that pitch is foul straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. Bednar sets and he fires, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Bednar's at 15 pitches and recorded 1 out. Bednar sets and fires, and that 4-seamer is slap foul down the third base line. Going to make the stands. Count remains full at 3-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bednar sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. Athletics have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Daryl Hernese, 1 for 3 on the day with a double, base on balls, and a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and the Four-seamer is swung on and missed for strike one. Count is 0-1. That one was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Bednar sets and fires, and this pitch is bounced back to Bednar. He sets and he fires to Goldschmidt to record the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the A's this afternoon. So on this road trip, the Yankees are going to take 5 out of 6. As we head back to the Bronx, we're going to be facing off against the Guardians on Tuesday, starting at 7:05, and I will be calling that game right here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. The numbers for today: Yankees had 13 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Athletics had 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Will Warren's record is going to advance to 7-1 with a 3.22 ERA. Lopez's record is going to drop to 4-3 with a 6.75 ERA. There is no save. So I want to thank everybody for taking time to watch a little bit of baseball and supporting this stream. Your support is always appreciated. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, before I do that, let me go to our active poll and close it out. In our active poll, we had 16 votes. All 16 votes said, hell yeah, we're going to take the series. So 100%, thank you for participating in the poll. And congratulations to that 100% who got it right. And like I said, I'm going to end this stream in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees. And we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great, great night. And I hope to see you on Tuesday. I may have an open panel on Monday evening. We will just have to see how life goes. So thank you for your support and taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball. Have a great rest of your
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.